Hey guys, and we are back for the second video in this series of the Batman the Arkham Knight villains. And I'll just start this one off by doing something I forgot to do at the end of the first episode, which is I was going to rate their chances on a scale of 1 to 10, and I forgot to do that in the last video for the character Equinox, and I will go ahead and do that right now before we dive into the video. I voted his chances as about a 3 because he's not a very well-known character, even though he'd be a great fit. There's been no references. He doesn't have a great chance, but since I love him so much and I think he's a great fit for this game, that boosts him up to a 3. He would have probably been a 1 or 2 without that, but that's all about Equinox, and now we can dive into the next character that I have in this series. Hope you guys enjoy. So guys, as I explained earlier, this is the second video in the series, and the villain I will be talking about today is Man-Bat, and because there's no extra confirmations or anything of that matter, I will not spend any time dwelling on it. Okay, so let's dive right into the subject at hand, Man-Bat. Man-Bat is one of Batman's coolest characters, and he's almost the opposite of Batman's, not kind of like the Joker where they're yin-yang opposites completely. Man-Bat is kind of like a opposite who shares kind of like the same interests or powers, I guess you could say. I don't really know how to explain it, but he is just one extremely cool character. So his origin is Dr. Langstrom, I think it is, doctor or professor, one of the two. He was deaf, and he was just a genius. And he spent quite a bit of time studying bats. And eventually he decided to make a serum that would give him the hearing of a bat. Obviously, because bats are amazing at hearing, because that's what they use, because they're pretty much blind as well. Well, not blind as well. They're blind. He's deaf. So he mixes around a serum, takes it, and it ends up turning him into a monstrous bat creature. And he's just so cool. And if you've read the Batman, I have this comic. It's the Batman Beyond. No, not Batman Beyond. It is Batman. I'll just check. Batman and oh my goodness. Sorry about this, guys. Oh, it's Beware the Batman. He is actually portrayed of somewhat of an anti-hero, which is extremely cool, and they could maybe even play on that. But could you imagine the boss battle we could have between Man-Bat and Batman? To me, it would be a very, very much so upgraded version of the Firefly boss battle, which I enjoyed, but didn't think it was that good. And, I'm hoping that this is going to be a great, great boss battle if he is in the game, because, it'll be like Firefly, like I said earlier. He grapples on, he starts flying around the city. We could, try and make him hit into buildings and stuff, and do damage that way, or throw batarangs at him, and stuff like that. Or maybe even follow him under him in the Batmobile, So I just really hope he is in this game, because he is such a cool character and hasn't been very heavily referenced in any of the 3 games. So there was one small reference that you could only really find at the beginning of the game, because it's in the clock tower, which is where Man-Bat happens to stay, because he's rejected from society. Where else is he gonna stay other than a cave? And so he was actually a little bit referenced in Arkham Origins, but I'm not going to talk about any references in Arkham Origins unless it's a character that was in the game, because Arkham Origins was not supposed to be part of this. It was supposed to be a trilogy. So in Batman Arkham City, there was a rat that was bloody. And if you've read any comics or seen any shows with him in it, during his bat phase, he eats rats. And he stays in a clock tower. So those are the two references to him that we got in Arkham City. And you know what, I'll just mention the one in Batman Arkham Origins. Alfred was always talking about a king bat who was extremely large and took the Christmas dinner. Everybody suspected that could be Man-Bat, but I think it was just in there for a bit of humor, because, there was not really any good Easter eggs in Arkham Origins. All they really had was the story and the side missions. I think that's because they had a year to put it together. They didn't really go in depth like Rocksteady does. So thanks for watching, guys. Like, subscribe, and comment. And I would rate his chances of being in Batman Arkham Knight as about a 6 to 7, because he was slightly referenced in Arkham City. So, thanks, guys. See you guys later.